Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Court. You guys are here for a TBR video. However, this TBR video is going to be a little bit different from any TBR video we've done in the past on my channel. Today, we will be picking Meralys Reads. Her YouTube is right here and linked in the description if you want to go watch her channel. We will be picking her TBR. And if you want to see my TBR, you'll have to go over to her channel and watch her video for every book that I'm going to read in the month of May. If you're new here, we usually do a TBR jar video and pick from my TBR cart. I am going to pick 4 prompts from my TBR jar and pick from her TBR shelves on the books that she will read in May. I have pictures here in front of me on my computer because I'm blind and cannot see. I have them blown up on my computer so that I can actually see the books on her shelf because I am very blind. So I blew them up on my computer so I can tell which ones are on her TBR shelf. She sent me a bunch of pictures of the books that she still needs to read, and I'm going to pick 4 prompts out of my TBR jar and go ahead and pick corresponding books on her shelf for her to read in the month of May. This sounds so much fun. I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. Let me know if you do, and also go watch her video where she will be picking my TBR, because if you want to know what I'm reading in May, you'll have to go watch her video. You're not going to know what I'm reading unless you go watch her video. So we're just gonna get started. She has, I think, 2 shelves here, and there's a lot of good reads on here that I've read that she hasn't, so I kind of want to pick those. She asked me to pick 4 books for her to read. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I need to refill my jar. It's getting kind of low. She did let me know that she's in a contemporary romance mood, but wants to sprinkle some fantasy. She's recovering from Fearless. I understand. I haven't read that yet because I'm terrified. Let's just jump right in. Let's see what our first prompt is. I don't know why I turned English. Let's just jump right in and see what our first prompt is. A color in the title. I'm going to put a picture of her shelf from which shelf I choose from on the screen. If I have the book, I'll try to hold the book up, but I may not have the book that I choose. So for a color in the title, let's see what options she has, if she has any. She has a book called Rouge. I don't have this book. This book is by Mona Awad. And I have this book on my TBR by Mona Awad that I really want to read. So that's a really good option. And Rouge is red. Rouge is a color. I'm counting it as a color. That is a good option. Let's see. She also has Jade City. I would count Jade as a color. Jade Green. That is a fantasy book. I'm not sure what kind of book Rouge is. I've not really heard much about it. Jade City, I believe, is a fantasy. So for color in the title, I think those are our only 2 options from what I can see. Again, I am very blind, but I think I'm gonna go with Jade City because I don't know a lot about Rouge and I don't want it to be some like elaborate thing, especially after her book Hangover from Fearless. So I think for color in the title, we're going to choose Jade City as a fantasy. I believe it's a fantasy for her first pick. Let's go ahead and pick prompt number 2. Perfect. We got a romance, just a romance. I can pick any romance I want. This is so exciting. There's so many good ones on here. She has, let me grab. So right off the bat, I see Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This is one of my favorite Emily Henry books of all time. That's a very good option. She also has People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry as an option. I am a People We Meet on Vacation stan. I love this book, so that's a good option. She also has The X-Files, which is giving spring. I think wedding season is like spring season-ish. A lot of people have weddings all year round, but for some reason this screams spring to me, so I feel like this would be a very, very good pick for this time. It's also set at a vineyard and it's just so cute, and it's a second chance romance. And she also has The Graham Effect, which I loved. The Graham Effect I read, I want to say not last month, but the month before, but maybe it was last month. It was like the beginning of last month. I absolutely loved that book as well. These are such good options for a romance, but which one to pick? I think I know which one I'm going to pick just based on the vibes in the season. I think I have to go The X-Files by Jessica Joyce for a romance. So our second choice is going to be The X-Files by Jessica Joyce. On to pick number 3. This one's unfolded. I didn't see it though. A white cover. Okay, let's see. Is there anything white? She has an Ember in the Ashes and her cover looks white. Well, her spine looks white. I'm not sure if the old Ember in the Ashes cover is white. That looks like the only white cover. That's another fantasy. She also has Throttled, which I have the indie versions. I'm not sure what the new versions look like, but this looks pretty white to me. I would say it's predominantly white. And the new covers I think look pretty similar. They're just foiled instead. So I think for a white cover, we're going to go with Throttled for our third pick. And it gives her another romance, and it's a different kind of romance. So I think this is a good pick. I think I gave this 3.5, 4 stars. I enjoyed it. So hopefully she does too. So our third pick is going to be Throttled for a white cover. And finally, our fourth and final pick. 5 or more words in the title. Let's see if she has with 5 or more words in the title. Meet Me at the Lake is 5. That's an option. She has Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. That's 5. I think those are our 2 options. Is Meet Me at the Lake and Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Those are both 5, and it says 5 or more. So I'm going to say between these 2 are going to be our last. And it looks like she's on Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. If I'm not mistaken, let's make sure. Let's just make sure. Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home is 6. It actually looks like she's on Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home because this is the order out of the Daisy Hates and Magnolia Park's books. And she's read the first Magnolia book and the first Daisy book. So that would put her at Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. And that has 5 or more words in the title. And I think that that's going to be our choice because I think I'm going to get ready to start the Magnolia Park series. Hopefully, she enjoys this series and I didn't pick a terrible book for her. Backup can be Meet Me at the Lake. How about that, Meralys, if you're watching? Our fourth and final pick is going to be Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home because I need to start this series and I need somebody to tell me to start this series. So I need you to tell me if it's good and continue it so that I know if it's good. This is going to be our fourth and final pick. Let's recap. Our first prompt was a color in the title, and I picked a fantasy, which was Jade City. Then we picked a prompt that was just any romance, and I picked The X-Files by Jessica Joyce. Then our third prompt was a white cover, and I picked Throttled by Lauren Asher, which this cover is predominantly white. We're gonna go with it. And finally, I picked a prompt that said 5 or more words in the title, and I picked Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, which is 6 words, so it counts. We have a big green theme going on here because imagine Jade City, a lot of these are green. I hope you really enjoy your TBR. Thank you so much for having me choose. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to head over to her channel if you want to see what I'm reading for the month of May. If you like this video, let me know down below and maybe we'll do this again sometime or I can find other YouTube creators to do this with soon. And I'm going to be doing a reaction video to finding out what my May TBR is after this video, so that should come next. So be on the lookout for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, all of my socials are in the description below. And I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye!